Jeremy Avilla, somebody that you've been training for a long time, had a really huge breakout contest, and it's of no surprise.
Right.
You know, you and I both have seen how strong he is, and you've been coaching him for a long time, and you've been seeing him day in and day out for a while now. And he's banged himself up here and there. He's had great performances on the platform. He's lifted some heavy weights in the gym, but he really put everything together in this last contest, squatting 804 pounds, which those of you that have seen Jeremy before, he does not look like a squatter by any means. I mean, this guy is jacked. This guy is all muscle, but he doesn't have the leg development that you would think. You know, a lot of times these guys that squat 800 pounds have very, very, like, I'll just say kind of overdeveloped quads, hammies. Right. I mean, big calves. I mean, this is a very thin-looking guy. Squatted over 800 pounds, benched around 430, 420.
I think he did 434, I think is what we did.
Yeah, so over 430 pounds. And then went on to deadlift 886 pounds, right?
Yeah, 887. Yep.
887. I mean, this is like that's a unbelievable total. Was it at 220?
At 220, weighing, I want to say
205 or something.
Weighing 217.4. Mm-hmm. And the only reason I know that and that it's important is that he, while doing all that, became the lightest raw lifter to ever total 2,100 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, so he totaled, I think, 2,137 at 217.4.6, which put him all-time top three all-time deadlift, top 4 all-time total, top all-time Wilks. And he became the lightest person to total 2,100.
What makes him so different? I mean, I recognize that, Jeremy, if you're listening to this, we're going to do some bashing on you a little bit, but we're all in good fun and all in good spirit because we love you. But Jeremy he's just a different kind of person, period. But like, what separates him out with his lifting? Like, what have you been able to put your finger on? Like, what the hell is this?
We've kind of talked about it a little bit, where I think there's just like a fear and pain tolerance that is not everybody has. You know, when he'll just put whatever is on the bar, I'll do it. Like, okay, cool. That's you can say that and you can want to say that because it kind of sounds tough, but to really just be like, I don't give a shit what's on the bar. It's like, I'm just gonna murder this thing. He has that aspect to him, and he just seems to not. He can kind of turn on, or he has a different gear, turn something on, whatever you want to say, that just allows him to, just it doesn't matter what's on the bar sometimes because it looks effortless. It looks like it's not there. He doesn't look like he's in pain doing it. It doesn't look like it's hard. He just kind of either turns on or turns off, whatever it is, right. And that ability to do so is certainly special. But he's just a really good athlete. Very, very fast kid. He was a football player for a while there, but I mean, he can jump and run, really, really quick. So
he's not your typical meathead. Anybody who's ever met Jeremy, I mean, he's wearing like a ripped up Beavis and Butthead shirt. Most guys that are jacked, are going to wear a little tighter shirt.
Right.
Maybe going to wear some shorter shorts, reveal the quads and hammies and stuff a little bit, and going to, kind of fit the part of being a meathead. But he certainly doesn't fit the bill for your typical meathead. He kind of looks like a guy that you would see at like a punk rock concert or something, or somebody you would smash into in a mosh pit or something. And you're like, oh my God, that guy's that guy's pretty damn strong, right? He doesn't have the typical look of some of the powerlifters and some of the bodybuilders out there.
Yeah, he kind of blurs things really, really interestingly. But yeah, he's not a prototypical look to him one way or the other. And he just really likes to lift, and it's just something that he's really good at. He knows he's really good at it, and he wants to continue to be good at it. So he's willing to work for it and work hard and put in the time that he needs to. But you know what? He goes in and out of looking like he could be the best powerlifter of all time, and then looking like he could be headed back to rehab at any time.
Yeah.
And I only say that because of some of his inconsistencies in action. So when he's on, there's nobody that can touch him, and he's one of those people where most of the time his worst enemy is himself. If he can get out of his own way, and that's a lot of the stuff that I I'm really, really happy that I have him in person. If he was a distance client, I think it would be a much different scenario. But I think, that when he's there, I can kind of help him get out of his own way and do the things that he kind of really needed to do.
I remember lifting with him and Kyle Kingsbury, and I knew that I knew I was outmatched. I mean, I already knew how strong Jeremy was, but he was kind of just coming onto the scene at that point. His strength wasn't wasn't so far beyond mine that I was willing to just give in to him right away. But it just kind of happened automatically because as we were working up with weight and as we were lifting and everything, he started to do what I barely did for a single, started to do it for sets of 3, and then added another plate, and it just got worse and worse from there. And it's like, oh my God. And I remember Kingsbury just kind of being really taken back, and he was just like, what, Kyle's somebody that you trained and you worked with for a long time too. And Kyle's really strong. Yep. And Kyle's seen, a lot of some of the best athletes in the world, you could argue, right? But Kyle was like, I don't understand what's going on here. What do you mentioned him having the ability to turn something else on. In your expertise with all the different people that you worked with over the years and all the different people that we've seen lifting world record weights, do you think he's got some sort of connection to his nervous system that's just maybe different than everybody else?
Yeah, I do think that there's something to it. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it's turning on or turning off whatever is kind of going on in his head or, in his body. But there's certainly something that he has that not a lot of other people
Smokey,
have.
Did you bring in a grilled cheese sandwich? That smells wonderful.
That does smell really good.
It does.
That's not grilled cheese, though.
I think it's just steak and rice.
You're just obsessed with grilled cheese.
I'm just fat.
Grill me a cheese.
I sent you a picture of the grilled cheese sandwich that I ate.
That looked good.
It was really good.
You ate one today?
No, this was Saturday. Saturday. Saturday.
Normal grilled cheese? You didn't do anything special to it?
I had a barbecue bacon cheeseburger before it, and then I ate a grilled cheese sandwich after.
Well, hold on. Let me explain some of the science behind that. The barbecue sauce raises... Hang with me here for a minute.
Sure, you got it.
You know the science behind a lot of this. So the barbecue sauce spikes the insulin levels, right?
Oh, this is like a John Anderson scientific thing, right?
Yeah, what was it? Ice cream? A gallon of ice cream? No, pound of bacon.
Pound of bacon chased by some ice cream, or the other way around, and they negate each other somehow.
No, the fat slows down the absorption of the... So, what was I saying? He's the best. And mid-sentence, he's like...